Lynette and welcome. Today it's all about the new Danessa Myricks Lightwork for Transcendence palette. Can you tell I'm excited? So I'm going to get all into this palette. I'm going to do swatches. I'm going to do 2 looks, one on each eye. I'm going to talk about the different formulas. We're going to put it on the eyes. We're going to put it on the face because it's a face palette as well. And then I'm going to let you know if this was worth my $125. There will be timestamps below. So for those of you that just want to skip to whatever section it is you came here to see, you can do that. So let's get started. Now, Danessa Myricks came out with a new Lightwork palette. You know, last year she came out with number 3, which looks like this. And it's a beautiful collection of multi-chromes and one glitter and some cream formulas. And she had a whole... there was a whole lot going on with this one, and so she's done it again, and she's released the Lightwork for Transcendence palette. Now, this is the box. Can we get into that hologram goodness right there? Isn't it beautiful? And then this is the back where you will find all the shadows and the names and ingredients. And now this launched on September 13th. I did, and that's the day that I ordered it. And I did receive it on September 15th. Yes, girl. It turns out that her warehouse is the next town over. Like I could have driven over there, Danessa, and saved you some postage and picked up my palette in person and got it a day earlier. You know what I'm saying? So if you now the palette is available at Beautylish and Sephora, and of course on her website. But if you purchased it on launch day on her website, you also received a free silicone brush kit, and this is worth $15. It was while supplies lasted. I saw some comments where people were in a rush to buy it and didn't realize it didn't automatically add to the basket, but they contacted customer service and they worked it out. So I was hoping with the launch of Lightwork 3, you got, if you bought it on launch day on her website, you got 20% off and another mini palette. I was hoping for that this time around, but I didn't think it would because that last palette was pretty successful. So we didn't get the discount, but we did get a free brush kit, which I think was made specifically to go with this palette. I could be wrong. But I think this was offered for this palette, for use with this palette. So I'm happy to have it. I'm going to show them all to you. I'm going to show the palette to you, and I'm going to see if, you know, how many of these I can use for the look. But let's get into the palette. So this is the packaging, which is really, really beautiful. And just like the Lightwork 3, it is sturdy cardboard packaging with a magnetic closure. And when it came, it did have this like little piece of styrofoam sheet in it, which I'm sure was to kind of help keep it tight for transit, so nothing got broken, and thankfully nothing did. Comes with a nice size mirror, and then the sheet that has the different formulas on it, so you know which shadow is which formula, which I really appreciate. I just dug it into one of my shadows. We knew this palette was not going to get out of here unscathed by the end of today's video. And so here are the shades. They are absolutely gorgeous. Now you have velvet chromes, which are ultra chromatic, color shifting, velvety smooth powders. We have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then these 3 here. And then you have glass metallics, which are ultra reflective dazzlers with a glass-like shine, which would be this one right here and this one right here. And then we have 2 aqua aquachromes, which are water activated, smudge proof, vivid duochrome pigments, which are these two right here at the ends, on the ends. And then in the middle, these two in the middle, these are the pressed chrome flakes. They're their best-selling infinite chrome flakes in a pressed cream ultra metallic multi-tonal formula. So we have those two right there. And sorry for the glare, but that's what they look like up close. It is an extremely colorful palette and everything's a multi-chrome. So let's get into some swatches. I'm going to swatch the velvet chromes first. So we have Trance, and they feel, oh my god, Nirvana, so smooth. Sixth Sense, and Out of Body. If you are familiar with Divina, the indie brand Divina Cosmetics, and their Aurora Flares multi-chromes, it's really the same formula. So smooth and buttery. Look how easy. Look at that. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get them all on my arm. And I don't know that I'll be able to get the shifts to show up. Next, we have Zen and Trippy, Escapism, oof, and Awakening. That's what they look like on the finger. Oh my god. Ooh, child. Oh my god. When I tell you they are silky, look at that. When I tell you they are silky smooth. Oh. I don't know if I'll be able to get the shifts to show up, but oh, gorgeous. And now for the two glass metallics. Here we have Divinity, and this feels a little more textured, but only slightly, and Angels. And this feels a little less textured than Divinity. And that's what they look like. I don't know if you can see the difference between the velvet chromes that I just swatched that were silky smooth and these that have a little more texture. But they go on smoothly, like I don't feel any grit. Now for the pressed chrome flakes, which we have Heaven and Paradise right here. And I don't know if you can see the shift. This one is like a peachy gold pink lavender shift, and then this is like a green blue. Now she sells these individually in jars. The difference is this is a cream formula that can be pressed into the pan, and I don't know, I know that the flakes that she sells as actual flakes can dry out if you're not careful with how you store them. So I'm not sure how these are going to hold up. I'm sure the cream is going to help them in terms of not drying out, but you know, over the long run, I'm not sure how well these are going to hold up. Now, she did say you have to kind of dig your, you know, break the seal, break the seal in there. To get it, to get some on. Okay, there we go. So when I first put my finger in, it feels really slick, sort of. And then once I start digging it in there, then the cream, then you can feel the cream. So here is what they look like. This is Paradise, and this is Heaven. And they do look like Paradise and Heaven, don't they? Oh, very smooth. They feel creamy. for sure. And then last but not least, we have the aquachromes, which are this one and this one. Now she says to use 3 drops of water, and she suggests water, or like 2 or 3 sprays. This is all I got, okay? So I'm gonna try to just concentrate it. Oh, I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna hold it down and try to just concentrate it in the pan. And then I'm gonna take my finger and see. Now these are pressed a little. I think I put a little too much water. The rim of this is higher than the other shadows, and that is going to help the water stay in there. So yeah, I'm able to get it, but I put quite a bit. Whew, I put quite a bit of water. So that's what they look like. Let me close my palette because I don't want to mess it up. And now I don't particularly like water activated liners or pigments, because you know, it's that fine line of trying to figure out, okay, how much pigment to water. So this looks blue on my finger, but when I swatch it, well, to you it's looking blue, but to me it's looking purple. And let's go with that. Let's do another swatch of this one. Did I? Yeah. So that's the water activated liners, which are very watery right now. So I turned down my light just a little bit to see if maybe you can't get a better look at these shadows. And maybe see some shifts. Okay, I see a little bit. I see a little shifting. I see a little shifting. I mean, I definitely see them in person, but I'm just not sure if see them on camera. Let me show you the brushes. So these are the silicone brushes in all different shapes and sizes. There's 6 silicone tip brushes, and this one is synthetic bristles. So these 6 are silicone, and then the one on the end is synthetic bristles. And some interesting shapes. Look at the shape of this one right here. So I'm going to, this one here has a flat edge right there. So I'm going to see how many of these I can use in my look today. Now I do want to do some comparison swatches between the Lightwork 4 and the Lightwork 3 palette, because I'm seeing a lot of green blue shades in the Transcendence palette, the Lightwork 4, and we do have a couple of those type shades here in the Lightwork 3. I'm going to go ahead and swatch in the 3, Galaxy, Martian, and Gaia, just to see if any of them are similar. So this is Galaxy, this is Martian, this is Gaia from Lightwork 3. And then I'm going to swatch in number 4. I'm going to swatch Sixth Sense, Out of Body, Awakening, and Trippy. So this is, oh God, this is Out of Body. This is, I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is. But these are from 4. So I don't really see any semblances. They look similar in the pans, but once swatch, I see different shifts. So that's good to know. Okay, so I have zoomed you in here, and one difference that I am noticing now that I'm getting ready to get into this palette and do a look is that in the Lightwork 3 we did have a cream to powder type shade, black that we could use as a matte. That was a matte, but in this palette there are no mattes. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, I'm going to try not to use any other mattes. I'm just going to use the shadows in this palette. But of course, if I were to you know, use this palette to do a look outside of filming with it, I would definitely incorporate some matte eyeshadows. But today it's just all about this palette. So y'all, I'm just making it up as I go along. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. First, let me prime the eye. I have my makeup done, which I don't usually do. So I'm already nervous because I'm nervous of making a mess. That's why I always do, when I'm not filming, I always do my eyes first, and then my face. Now, these brushes are supposed to help you to not have any fallout, the silicone applicators, so we shall see. I'm just using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the anti-aging one. I do have a light dusting of foundation and powder already on my eyes, but we're gonna prime because that's what I would normally do, so that's what I'm gonna do here. So I am gonna go in with Trance, which is this purple to blue shade, purple blue shade, and I'm gonna use a brush, and we're gonna see how that works out. I'm gonna start it here in the outer V area. And I mean, you see what's happening. You see what's happening. I have pigmentation. It's going on smoothly. We're gonna see if we can blend it. So I have some new contact lenses that I'm trying out. They're like progressive contact lenses, and I can actually see. Normally when I wear contact lenses and I try to do a look, film a look, I can't see anything. I try to do my makeup, I can't see anything. But okay, I'm making a little bit of a mess here, but that's me and not the eyeshadow. But I have a little bit right here on my lower lash line, which I might want to go on ahead and, you know what, I will add just a little bit of it onto the lower lash line just so we can have some continuity. I know damn well I shouldn't be using a brush this big on my lower lash line. Somebody out here riding a motorcycle. It's a beautiful day. Okay, so okay, and now now I'm going to go and see. I have to swatch, y'all. I got to swatch. Now I'm gonna go in with Out of Body. So I'm gonna take Out of Body right here, and I'm gonna put that in my crease. and I'm going to use a brush. So let's, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Pigmentation is there, and yeah, I'm able to move it around, which can be difficult with this primer, with this Urban Decay primer, because sometimes shadows just want to stick and stay. They stick, but they don't move. No sticking and moving, just sticking and staying. But look, I mean, okay, and now I think I'm gonna go in with, Sixth. So I want to go in with Sixth Sense. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. I'm gonna go in. You know what? I think I'm gonna go in with, yeah, I'm gonna go in with Sixth Sense, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna take a smaller brush, and I'm gonna put that right here in the inner crease. And so far, I've used Velvet Chromes. So these have all been the Velvet Chromes, which is the smooth multi-chrome metallic formula. I'm just blending that into that shade we put into the crease. You see the blend? Do you see the blend? Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with Escapism, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna put that on the lid, and I'm just going to use my finger. So freaking smooth. I'm just gonna use my finger. Bring it up there a little bit into the crease. I mean, do you see how easy this is? I haven't had to. I have done it, but I really haven't had to dip back into the pan to get more on my brush. And look how much I still have on my finger. So now I'm just going to go back in with that first brush and that first shade and just try to do a little bit of a blend here between those two shadows. And they make a cool color when you blend them together. All right, and now I'm going to go in with this. This is one of the glass metallics. So this is Divinity. And I'm going to use one of these silicone brushes. So I'm going to use this one, like this flat paddle brush. And I don't know if I should, okay, it picked up. It picked up. I don't know if I should put any kind of like glue or anything, but we're just gonna, I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, okay, this might have worked better as an inner corner highlight. And I'm just mix it in with that. Okay. And now I'm going to take this Heaven, which is one of the flakes, the chrome flakes, and I'm going to use this paddle brush, like pointed paddle brush, silicone brush, and pick that up. And that's what it looks like on the brush. So you can see the flaky, I think you can see the flaky texture. And then I'm just gonna place it over right here in the center of the lid, over top of those shadows we just put on. Do you see that? Do you see how it just took it up a notch there? We just cranked it up a notch. Hunty. Okay. I'm gonna take a clean, well, it's not gonna be exactly clean, I don't think. I'm gonna take a clean brush, and I'm just gonna go around the edges of the shadows and see if we can't soften them a bit. And when you do that, you know, there is a fear that that sparkle is going to travel, which it is. Travel a little further up than maybe I would like, but okay. I have a rainbow on the eyes. And then for the lower lash line, what we gonna do for the lower lash line? What we gonna do? I don't even know. I guess we'll take Awakening. Should we take Awakening? Yes. Oof. Yes, we're gonna take Awakening. And another brush. I'm going to take a, oh, not that one. I'm going to take a small pencil brush. And I'm going to take Awakening right here. And see, now I forgot what shadows I used. I didn't do Awakening yet, right? No, I didn't. And I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. So creamy. So creamy. Oh, and I got some on my contact lens. Okay, I got some on my contact lens. But can you see that shift? Do you see that shift? All right, and now what are we gonna do for the inner corner? Cause I feel like we done done everything. All right, and now I'm gonna take, I cleaned off my pencil brush, and now I'm gonna take another glass metallic Angels right here. I'm gonna wet my brush and I'm gonna put this in the inner corner and see how that works. Ooh. Try to blend it up there a little bit. Okay, and now I do have some fallout here. I don't know if you can see. I do have some fallout here. So let's see if I can just take, well, that's a big brush. Well, that's the only one I have. Take this brush and see. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Ooh, you see? You see that? That did not work. Oh, I might have been able to flake it off actually. So that shade definitely gave me some fallout, even though definitely gave me some fallout. That shade definitely gave me some fallout, even though I wet my brush, but yeah. So now I want to use one of these liners. And I don't do well with water activated stuff, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna take this flat silicone applicator. I'm gonna take my water again, and I'm just gonna do one spritz. Let's see if I can do a liner. Okay, I see it. Do you see it? I'm getting some on, but let me try the liner brush. Okay, definitely better with the synthetic brush. Okay. 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 Do you see that? All right, and that was relatively easy. And I did it with just one spritz of my big old water bottle. Let's try it and see. I mean, there's really no need for me to do this on my eye because I have this big old, right, deep set crease, but let's put it in here and just see how easily we can get it to go on, just so I can show you. How easy it goes on. You see that? Now that was way too high. But I don't do these type things, so. And it's way too, I put it on way too thick too. But even for me, this tiny brush was easy to work with. I'm going to make my line a little thicker because I messed it up, but and it is drying. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put on a liner in my, I'm going to put a liner in my waterline. What do I want to do? I think I want to do purple. I will use, actually, I'll use Danessa Myricks multi-chrome liner. This is in the shade Charot. This is a multi-chrome liner. So let's, let's do that. Put it in the waterline here. Since we've got some purple going on the lower lash line. Let's keep it all multi-chrome, why don't we? Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Now I'm going to, I'm going to put on lashes and come back and, show you a real finished look. But so we've got the liner, we've got the chrome, velvet chrome, the velvet chrome metallic shades, we've got the aqua chrome liners, we have the, what is that? Glass metallic. We got the glass metallic in there, and then we have a chrome flake right here in the middle of the lid. Okay, so my apologies, my battery died. I thought I was still recording, so I don't know if you saw me put this in the crease, but I used Nirvana, this shade right here, and I put that in the crease. So that's what I have in my crease here, and it went on just like the other velvet metallic that I used in the other eye. It pigmented and it blended, and so now I'm going to take Trippy. I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm just going to use my finger to start with anyway, and I'm going to put that on my lid and bring it up into the crease. And it's this pink, but it also looks like it has a bronze peach flip to it. Yeah, it looks like it has a gold peach bronzy flip to it. So I'm just gonna put that all over. That is really beautiful. And I didn't think it was gonna go with the crease shade at all, but it's not too bad. I mean, this, oh, see what I did there? Shoot. This isn't going to be the most cohesive look because, again, I'm just trying to use the shades that I didn't already use. So, see if I can get some of that off. All right. Oh, that came off pretty well. Okay. Let me just get a brush, a flat shader brush, and go in with Trippy just to make sure I have it all over the eye. I mean, so smooth. Look at that. So smooth. I'm gonna go back in with that first brush that I used to apply the first shade, and I'm just gonna do a little blend here between those two shades. I hope I'm close enough in the camera for you to see what's going on. Okay, and now I'm gonna take, see this one shade, I got some more where I didn't want to put it. There's a shade here, Zen. Like, I don't know what to do with that shade. Should I put it on the outer corner? You know what? I'll put it on the lower lash line. Let's put that one on the lower lash line. And let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. All right, it's got that lime green gold flip So we're still keeping with the gold, sort of, kind of. This is more like a burnished gold. Okay, all right. I mean, and then I'm going to take Paradise, one of these chromes, and I'm sorry, one of the flakes, and I'm just going to use the other side of that brush, or should I use a different brush? I think she said this one was the best one to use for the flakes, so I'm just going to use the other side of that brush to get in here. And I'm gonna put it like I did the other one, right here in the middle of the lid. I don't know that this added, oh, okay, I was about to say I don't know if this added as much bang as the other one did on the other eye. But yeah, you can definitely see the flakes. I'm not sure if that's a good thing for my mature eyes, and I have a lot of folds and lines, so not sure if the flake, yeah, the flake formula, not the best for me, because it definitely plays up the texture in your lids. But that's what we're doing with that. And then I'm gonna take Angels again and dab it right here. Ooh, okay, see, I messed up the look. I messed up the look, y'all. I already used this color. I should have left it alone. I'm just gonna take my brush and tap it in. Yeah, I wish I hadn't done that. So I'm gonna take Trippy again and see if I can go over it, because I don't have enough going on with my eye already. Girl. Okay, and then I think I'm also, for the inner corner, I have now used every shade. Yes, I've used every shade in the palette. So I'm just gonna take Trippy, and I'm gonna extend that onto the lower lash line in my inner corner. And then I feel like I should use this water activated liner, because it's the last thing we haven't used, so, and it's dried up. See, when it's dry, you can't get anything. It feels like there's a film on it, like a seal. Can't get anything out of it. Okay, so I did 1 squirt of water into that aqua chrome. I'm sorry. This one right here. I don't want to move it too much to show you because the water is going to run out of it. But I'm just smushing my brush into it to see if I can get any color onto it. Because, you know, if you put too much water, it's really runny and not opaque. And then you gotta keep going over it. But it's going on. Do you see it? Do you see it? I'm sorry if my lighting is not good. But there it is. So this isn't so bad after all. This isn't so bad after all. All right. Okay. And then I'm going, what am I going to do in the lower lash line? Because there's a lot that's already going on here. There's a lot already going on. I think I'm going to take the other Danessa Myricks multi-chrome pencil that I have. This is in the shade Emerald. And as the name suggests, it is a green. But it's got some gold, right? It's got some lime gold flip in it, which I think will go with the gold that's on my lower lash line, that gold metallic that's on my lower lash line. Okay, so this is the look on this eye, and I am going to go in with mascara and lashes and show it to you. But as you can see, I have very little fallout, and the real fallout I got was from that that glass metallic. Just like on this side, I have a lot of fallout over here. And again, I think the majority of it, I think all of it, is that glass metallic shade. Just wanted to come back and show you. So I'm getting ready to put on lashes, and like I like to do, I like to, you know, place them first before I put the glue on. And these still have a little stick to them. And it pulled the liner right on off. Can you see that? Right on off. So I just thought I should tell you that. Well, this is the final look. The lashes are a hot mess, but this is the look with the lashes on. And yeah, you let me know which one is your favorite, or which one do you like better, this eye or this eye. Okay, I'm back, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I really don't want to put any of these on my face. I did go ahead and put some highlighter on because I had decided I wasn't gonna put anything on my face, but I don't know. Maybe I should do the Divinity for the sake of this video. This is one of the glass metallics, which are really sparkly, and can be used as topper shades, more of topper shades. But I just, and I have a lot more fallout in my face than I noticed. I only noticed it once I started to wipe away the little bit that I saw. That's when I got a whole lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and take one for the team, and for the sake of this video, put one of these glass metallics, Divinity, on my face as a highlight. Do I have my, yeah, I do. And ooh, try to buff it in, cause with my sponge, yeah, see, that didn't work, which is what I thought. So I don't know exactly which one of these. I put too much on for starters. Well, look at that, look at that. I don't know which one of these you would put on your face in this palette, but wow, that is a sparkly mess. Okay, and I took my brushes. I took my brushes out of here. See, and this is why I did not want to do this, because this is a sparkly mess. Now maybe if you're of a lighter skin tone, this could work. Or if you were just putting this on bare skin and you could buff it out. See, now why Why did I do this? I knew this was gonna go wrong. Look at this. Look at this. Let me see if I can get a brush and fix this. Hold on. Okay, I took my sponge and wet it some more, and I took a brush, and there's just no coming back from this. There's just no coming back. Okay, I took my beauty blender, my makeup sponge, and wet it some more, and a brush, and I tried to buff it, and there's just no coming back from this. There's no coming back. I knew it was a bad idea from jump, so there we go. Let's just chalk that up to dumb. All right, so I have now used every shade, every shadow, every pigment, every formula in this palette, and I'm not going to put anything on my lips. I have decided. So the question becomes, is this worth $125? Well, of course, only you can answer that for yourself. For me, I definitely don't feel it to be the same value as the Lightwork 3, because whereas in the Lightwork 3 palette, every shadow, every pigment, every formula in that palette I could see myself using, right? You have the creams that I could use on my face, and I actually did use on my face in the video that I did with that palette as an actual highlighter, and all the multi-chromes and everything in that palette, and that black is to die for. So for me, that is the better value than this one. Would I buy it again knowing what I know now? Yes, I would, because the formulas are beautiful. The multi-chromes are beautiful, even though I'm sure I have quite a few, especially these green to blue shades. I'm sure I have similar, if not the same, in my collection already. But I would still buy this palette because I think it's fun, just like the other one. The water activated shades actually were not hard to work with at all, and I don't usually go for those. And that again is why this palette, the Lightwork 3, is more valued for me than this palette, because even though these water activated shadow pigments worked very well, as you saw, I didn't have any issues activating them and putting them on, even over these textured flakes on my lash line. I don't know how often I'm gonna go back in and use those. You know, if I decide I want to do like a graphic liner, I could see myself dipping back in here. But how often do I do graphic liner? Not often. And then these chrome flakes, really beautiful. I really feel like heaven. This one here made more of an impact in my look than this one did. And I think it's really pretty. I don't know that for my mature eyes, that because it will play up texture, okay? And I think I would probably use my finger as opposed to the silicone tip, but you know, it picked it up really nicely. Although you saw in the beginning of the video, I was able to pick it up once I broke the seal with my finger as well. And it might be a little better with your finger, because then you can warm up the product and maybe not, I might have used too much, you know, maybe not build up as much as I did. But even though I have quite a bit on, I don't think it looks bad. I really don't. I feel like there's more, I see more texture, plays up more of the texture on my eyelids. This shade did on here, but I did pile it on quite a bit on this eye as opposed to this eye. But again, I don't know how often I would use these cream chrome flakes, and these you could probably use better on your face than what I just did, because it's got a cream formula. But yeah, everything else. Oh, and these glass metallics, you know, I could use them as toppers. They went on as nicely as toppers, as inner corner highlights, but very sparkly. These are what gave me the most fallout, and I don't know that I would go back and really use these. I mean, if I'm going to go back and use the pigments in this palette, I'm going to go first for these velvet chromes before I try to use any one of these glass metallics. So this is a palette that I don't like as much as I like the Lightwork 3. I like it, don't get me wrong, but certainly not as much, and I don't think I would get the same use out of this palette as I would the Lightwork 3 palette. But with that said, am I glad I have it? I am, because look at it, it's just gorgeous. I can see myself going back in here and doing more looks with it. As I stated earlier, this is a companion palette because it doesn't have any matte shadows in it, but can dip in here. There's some really, I mean, all of the velvet, they're all beautiful, but the velvet metallics are just so beautiful. The formula is so smooth and so gorgeous. And yeah, I could definitely see myself dipping back in here and using 1 or 2 on the lid in combination with some matte shadows and calling it a day. So yes, I'm glad I have it. And you know, this is going to be for a particular type of person with particular aesthetic. If you like something fun, if you want to try a whole bunch of different formulas and do different things and play and experiment, this is the palette for you. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this palette, what you saw here today, how you saw the pigments perform, and is it a palette that you picked up, had it on your wish list, or you're like, nah, I'm good. If you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing, because I'm here every week with makeup hauls, swatches, tutorials, and reviews. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, bye-bye.